and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Browns and the Eagles, and it's all up next.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal. The 30th preseason. We got one matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins?
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight to the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. They set up the screen to Miller.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They go play action with Hurts.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here's Miller on the read option.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, not all the way through.
Yeah, it might get by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he's going to use his legs here.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pretty good job being defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's really waiting for something to develop, and he just let it materialize, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And it's a fumble. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play. They're trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. No chance as he was back and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. A quick throw here out to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll get this up to the 32. From the gun, it's Hurts.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
They'll start by running the option to the right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Now 2nd and 3.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
More and one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Miller. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's second and 10. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So no problems at all on that one. And there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Inside handoff now, Miller. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
At the 30-yard line.
2nd down and inches. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Browns first down.
He'll keep it himself.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Cleveland.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Browns.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Defensive been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Not getting much yardage out of it, but now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This is surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Get out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Willis will look to throw it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Now he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And this one's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Willis back to the air on second down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis now off play action.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First down,
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his mark.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he lost the football. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up and get it going. But the coverage was there, and this one ends up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now, that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Their 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful, because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
from the 21. Here's 2nd and 6. Willis. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. It would have been an easy throw.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Eagles down 13-6. A minute 46 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
A quick throw there is incomplete. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a mood issue as they try to finish this one off. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That'll be taken about 2 yards shy of the game. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a Browns 1st down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the 2nd half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.